Hey, what's up? How is everyone doing today? And welcome back to another build tutorial where today I am going to be showing you how to make your own Dunkin Donuts in Minecraft. So a paradise full of all the different donuts you can imagine, from your chocolate to your jam, just to, well, all donuts really. And as always, before I start the tutorial, I'd love it if you maybe consider give that like button a little smash, as it does help me out and I would highly appreciate that. But anyway, with all that said, let's jump in to the build. Here are all the materials that you will need for this build. And the plot of land you will need is 22 by 19 blocks. So first up, I'm going to grab myself some grey concrete and then just come into the bottom right hand corner here. On this block, I'm going to go up 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And then just going around, I'm going to extend this back by another 2 blocks. And the next up, I'm going to grab myself some orange concrete and also some pink concrete. So firstly, with some orange concrete, just starting from this point here, I'm going to leave a gap of 3 and then place 1 orange concrete just there. And I'm just going to build that up so it's 5 high in total. And then I'm going to leave another gap of 3, but this time with some pink, I'm going to build that up by 5 as well. And then leaving another gap of 3, moving back to our orange, I'm going to go up another 5 just there. And then finally, I'm going to leave another gap of 3, but then this time I'm going to grab myself some white concrete and place 5 of that just on the end just there. And then just going around from this point, I'm going to go across another 4 white concrete, and I'm just going to build this up so it's level with all of our pillars. And then I'm going to leave it a gap of 3, and then with some more pink concrete, I'm going to build up another pillar of 5. And then I'm going to leave another gap of 3, and then moving back to the white concrete, I'm going to go across 5 blocks just there, and I'm just going to build these all the way up, just so they're 5 high in total with the rest of our other walls just here. And then just moving back around, I'm going to grab some more orange concrete, and then similar to what we've done on that side, I'm going to leave 3 blocks and then go up another pillar of 5, then leaving another 3 again with some more pink, another pillar of 5, and then across another 3, and then another pillar of orange, and then 1 final gap of 3, and then another pillar of grey concrete just there. So pretty much just replicating what we've done on that side just there. And then just moving back round, I'm going to extend this wall by 1 more pillar just there. And then I'm going to leave a gap of 3 just here. And then on this 4th block, I'm going to place some more grey concrete. I'm just going to build this up so it's 5 high in total. I'm just going to connect these 2 walls together. And the next up, I'm going to grab myself some block of quartz, and then just in between the gaps of where each of these windows are going to be, I'm just going to place 3 quartz. So just doing this all the way around. First, you just come to the front where this second window is here with some white stained glass. I'm firstly going to place 1 on either side, and then I'm going to add a deep slate tile wall on top of each of these panes, and then 3 more white stained glass just on top of them for our door for the restaurant. And then just for the rest of these windows, I'm just going to fill all these in with some more of this white stained glass panes. And then with all the windows filled in, moving back to the white concrete. From this point, I'm just going to place 1 just there. And I'm just going to go across another 8 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 just there. Just until I line up with that pink pillar just there. And then just come in to this area here. From this point, I'm going to build this going all the way across, just till I reach the end of the wall just here. And then I'm going to extend this across another 8 blocks like I did on the other side. And then once we've got this little section built up, I'm just going to connect that point and that point together. just like this. And then with this kind of ring that we just created, I'm just going to build this up another 7 blocks. So after building this ring up, you should get something that looks like this. And just to double check, it should be 8 blocks high in total. And the next up, I'm going to grab myself some grey concrete, and then just on this point here, I'm going to build this going all the way along. Just along this side wall, just here. And then firstly, from this block here, I'm just going to build this across to meet up with the white wall just there. And then with these 2 blocks, I'm just going to extend these going all the way across. Just until I meet up with the edge of this window, just there. And then move into the other side. From this block, I'm going to build this across. Just to that point. And then from this block, I'm going to build this across until I align with the edge of this window here. And then I just realised I misplaced this window, so let's just quickly fix that. So firstly, I'm just going to destroy this row just here. And then with some more white stained glass, just going to fill that bit in. And then just going to destroy this and then put some grey concrete just there. And then I'm just going to fill in the rest of this roof with some more grey concrete. And then once that has been filled, move into this other part of the roof. From this block, I'm going to build across with some more grey concrete. And again, just filling in this area in with it as well. So with the roofs done, we can now move on to the Dunkin Donuts logo here. So firstly, I'm going to grab myself some orange concrete and some pink concrete. And firstly, just starting from this block just here, with the orange, I'm going to build up 5 blocks. Just there. And then I'm just going to extend this across by another 2. And then I'm just going to place 2 orange in the top part of the middle section just here. And then moving to some pink, I'm going to place 3 under the orange just there. And then from this point, I'm going to go across 3. And then I'm just going to build this all the way up. And the next, I'm going to grab myself some block of quartz, some quartz stairs, an iron trapdoor, and a lever. And then firstly, with the block of quartz, from this point, I'm going to build up 3 blocks just there. And then I'm going to leave a gap of 2 and then place another 3. And then with some quartz, I'm going to place 1 upside down stair just on the bottom of each of these columns just there. And then 1 normal stair at the top of them. And the next up, with an iron trapdoor, from this point, I'm going to place 1 just there and then 1 coming out of it. And then I'm going to destroy this trapdoor. And I'm just going to repeat it on this side as well. And then I'm just going to grab a lever and then firstly, just going to destroy a bit of the roof here. And then just coming down 3 blocks. Then on this 3rd block, I'm going to destroy that and replace that with a lever. And then I'm going to go across another 3, destroy that block, and then replace that with a lever as well. And just by doing that, that'll flip our trapdoors up and it'll create 2Ds for our Dunkin Donuts logo just there. And the next up for a donut decoration just to the outside here. So for this, firstly, I'm going to grab myself some smooth quartz stairs, some smooth quartz, and some smooth quartz slabs. And I'm also going to grab myself some pink wool. And I'm also going to grab myself some smooth sandstone and also a sandstone stair and also a smooth sandstone stair as well. And then just firstly, with some smooth sandstone, from this point, I'm going to place 1 just there. And then on either side of it, firstly, I'm going to add a sandstone stair just there. And then a smooth one just on the other side there. And that'll be the base for our donut. And then with some more smooth sandstone on the right here, I'm going to add 1 just there. And then on the left hand side, I'm going to add 1 pink wool. And then with some smooth quartz stairs, I'm going to place 1 either side, just facing outwards, just like this. And then with a smooth quartz block, I'm going to place just 1 of them in the middle just there. And then with a smooth quartz slab, I'm going to place 1 just on the top left there. And then 1 on the bottom right as there to show some sort of messy icing kind of thing. And that'll give us a cool little donut decoration for the outside of our shop. And the next up for some skylights. So firstly, I'm going to grab myself some white stained glass and an iron trapdoor. And then just starting from this block, I'm going to go across 3 in total. And then on this 3rd block, and go up by another 4. And then on this 4th block, I'm just going to get an iron trapdoor and place 1 just there, and then 1 next to that. And then I'm going to leave a gap of 1 and then place another 2 on top of it just there. And then I'm going to leave a gap of 3 and then place another set of 4 iron trapdoors just there. And then with some white stained glass, I'm just going to replace these 2 blocks in the middle with it, just on each section just there. And then just using this middle point as a guide, I'm going to follow this going all the way up. And then from this point, I'm just going to go up, so 2 blocks in total. And then from here, going 1 right with some iron trapdoors. Again, I'm going to place 3 going up there. Then I'm going to leave a gap of 2 and then place another 3. And then leaving a gap of 1, I'm going to place another 3 trapdoors. Then another gap of 2 and then another 3 trapdoors just there. And then just in these middle sections, I'm just going to destroy these and then replace them with some more white stained glass. And then just to finish up the exterior here, I'm going to grab myself some smooth stone. And then firstly, just where I've built this guide, I'm just going to replace that with all this smooth stone. And as always, this bit isn't exactly compulsory. I just think it just makes the kind of like scenery look a little bit better. But yeah, I'm just going to place the smooth stone going all the way around. Just following this guide. Just until I meet up just there. And I'm also going to fill in just the rest of the areas as well. And now this bit wasn't in the original build, but just because I feel like it, let's grab ourselves some oak leaves. And I'm just going to place these going around the building, just for that little bit of extra detail. So just randomly placing them. So yeah, that just gives a little bit more detail to the build there. So now with the exterior complete, we can now move on to the interior. So firstly, I'm going to grab myself some more block of quartz. And I'm just going to fill in this entire floor with all of it. So now with all the floor filled up, we can now add some lighting before we can start decorating the interior. So for this, I've got a lantern here. And then firstly, just using this first kind of left skylight, I'm going to go across 2 blocks and then down by 1. And then I'm just going to place 1 lantern just there. And then I'm going to leave a gap of 4 and then place another lantern just in the middle there. And then 1 final gap of 4 and then another lantern on the end just there. And then for some hanging lights just here, I'm going to grab myself some chains. And then starting from this middle point just here, I'm going to go down 4 chains. And then leaving a gap of 4, I'm going to go down another 4 on the right hand side here. And then another 4 on this side as well. And then with some lanterns, I'm just going to place one of these on the end of each of these chains. And then next, moving back to the iron trapdoors, where we placed these levers earlier, with a temporary block, I'm going to place one of these under kind of each of these sections. And then with an iron trapdoor, I'm just going to shift and then place one on top of these levers. And that will just kind of cover up the sections just there. And the next up, I'm going to show you how to make this fancy chandelier for the restaurant, because this is going to be a fancy Dunkin Donuts. So firstly, I'm going to grab myself some orange stained glass and some pink stained glass as well. And then just starting at this first hanging light just here at the front, I'm going to place 1 orange stained glass just there. And then to the right of it, I'm going to place some pink. And then I'm going to place some more orange just coming around just there. So I'm kind of doing like some sort of zigzag pattern where it goes around the lights here. So the next up, I'm going to go across by another pink. And then another orange. And then another pink. And then another orange. So just rotating these colours, kind of zigzagging around. So another pink there. And then another orange. Another pink. And then another orange. another pink, and then finally another orange just on the end there. And that gives us our cool light design just here. So next for decorating the interior. So first I'm going to add some tables and chairs here. So for this I'm going to get some pink wool because these are going to be some comfy seats. And then I'm also going to grab myself some quartz slabs and a piston. And we're also going to need a redstone block and some white carpet as well. And then just starting at this section here, just next to the door, I'm going to get some pink wool and I'm going to place 4 just there. And then I'm going to leave a gap of 3 and then place another 4 pink wool just there. And then I'm just going to repeat this another 2 times. And then when I get to this point just here, I'm going to fill in this area with 8 pink wool just there. And then I'm going to extend this out by another 4. And then I'm just going to repeat this kind of concept along this wall as well. So again, leaving a gap of 3, place another 4 pink, and then just repeating this another 2 times, just until I meet the end of the wall just there. So I'm just going to place 2 smooth quartz slabs on each side of each area here for some seats, just like this. And then I'm just going to dig down 2 blocks in each section. And then with a redstone block, I'm going to place 2 of these at the bottom. And then I'm going to add 2 pistons just on top, just there. And that will give us a table. And then once all these pistons have been lifted up with some white carpet, I'm just going to place 2 on top of each piston just there. And that will give us some nice tables for the restaurant. And the next I'm going to grab myself a smooth quartz stair as well. And then just starting from this block here, I'm going to place 1 stair just there, leaving the gap, and then another one on the other side just there for a little 2-seater table just there. Then I'm going to leave a gap of 1 and then place another 2 stairs. And then just doing the same concept for what we've done with the other tables. So I'm going to place 1 redstone block at the bottom of each of them, and then 1 piston on top. And then instead of white carpet, I'm going to grab myself some orange carpet, and I'm going to place some on top of these pistons there, just to add a little bit more colour to the restaurant. So next up, let's move on to the donut counter. So firstly, I'm going to grab myself some white concrete, and then starting from this block here, I'm going to place 2 white concrete just there, and then I'm going to leave a gap of 2 and then place another 2 just there. I'm just going to do this on the other side, starting from this block as well. And then just in between these gaps, I'm going to grab myself a birch gate and then place 2 of these just there. And then with some more white concrete from this point, I'm going to build this going all the way across for the front bit of our counter just here. And then moving to the back, I'm going to leave a gap of 4 and then place another white concrete just there. And then a gap of 1 and then some more white concrete just there. And then for some menu signs, I'm going to grab myself a chain, some black wool, and an item frame as well. And then using this second block as a guide, I'm just going to look up, and then on this block here, I'm going to add 1 chain and then another one next to it just there. Then I'm going to leave a gap of 1 and then place another 2 chains, another gap of 1, and then finally another 2 chains just there. And then with some black wool, I'm going to place 2 just underneath each set of chains just there. And then with some item frames, I'm going to place 2 on each menu board just here, which I'll fill up with some lovely donuts later on. And the next, I'm going to grab myself some white stained glass. And then from this point, I'm going to go across 2. And then I'm going to build this along by another 6 blocks. And then moving to the back, for some trays where all the donuts will be displayed. For this, I'm going to grab myself a cauldron, an iron trap door, and a lever. And then from this point, I'm going to go across 6 in total. And then I'm going to place 1 iron trap door just coming out of this cauldron just there. And then 6 iron trap doors coming out of these cauldrons just there. And the next up, I'm going to flip all these trap doors up. So firstly, just on this block, I'm going to dig down 3. And then from this block, I'm going to take down 3 as well. And also just along this whole row just here. And then coming down just on this middle section, I'm just going to destroy this row. And also destroy this block as well. And then with some levers, I'm just going to place these underneath each block with the trapdoor on. And then with some more block of quartz, I'm just going to cover these holes up like you'd never know. And that just neatens off our little donut display just here. And then moving to the back wall, I'm now going to show you how to make a little donut shelf. So for this, I'm going to grab myself some black concrete, some quartz slabs, and some item frames. And then firstly, just from this block here, I'm going to go up 4 in total. And then I'm going to leave a gap of 2 and then go up another 4. And then with some quartz slabs, I'm going to place 2 just on the first level here. And then just going up half a block, I'm going to place another 2 rows. And then with some item frames, I'm going to place 2 item frames just on top of each of these slabs just here. And then later on, I'll add some donuts in these item frames. And then moving along, next I'm going to grab myself a birch pressure plate and then just place one just there for a little chopping board. And then with another cauldron, I'm going to place 1 cauldron just there. And then I'm also going to grab myself a water bucket and a tripwire hook. I'm going to place 1 water bucket there with a tripwire hook just there for a little sink. And then for a coffee machine, I'm going to get myself a quartz stair and place 1 upside down one just there. And then I'm also going to get myself an item frame and then place that on top. And then just to show it's a coffee machine, I'm going to grab myself some cocoa beans and then just fill the item frame with some of them. And then for a coffee mug, I'm going to grab myself a flower pot and just place 1 of them just there. And then for a little working fridge here, I'm going to grab myself an iron trapdoor, a block of iron, and also a dropper. And I'm going to place 1 dropper just there with an iron block on top. And I'm also going to grab myself a stone button and then place 1 of these just there to make the fridge work. And then I'm going to fill this fridge up with some milk. So if we just grab ourselves some milk, I'm just going to place all the milk in the dropper just there. And then with an iron trapdoor, I'm going to place an iron trapdoor just in front, just there. And then as I press the button, we have a working fridge. And then moving back to the front, I'm now going to grab myself a stone brick stair. And then I'm just going to place 1 just here for a little till design just there. And then for some countertops, I'm going to grab myself some grey carpet. And first I'm going to place 2 just there. And then 2 on the other side just here. And then 1 just there. And then another 2 just on the end there. And then finally just 1 on top of the fridge as well. And the next up, I'm going to grab myself another cauldron. And then just for some bins, I'm going to place 1 cauldron just there. And another one just here. And then I'm just going to grab myself an oak trapdoor and place 1 of these on top for a little bin lid just there. And now, of course, it wouldn't be a donut shop without some donuts. So I've got 6 different custom heads here for some different types of donuts. So as you can see, we've got a nice chocolate one here. We've got some normal ones. We've got some pink ones. Just all sorts of different donuts. And for these, I use some custom heads. And if you don't know how to get these, I will show you now.
So if you head over to minecraftheads.com, there are loads of custom heads to choose from. So you just type in what you're searching for. And as you can see, there will be loads of heads you can choose from here. And if you choose your one and then copy one of the commands for the correct version, paste it in a command block and that will give you your head. Happy days.
All the links to these heads will be in the description as well. So these heads are only available on Minecraft Java Edition, but if you are in Bedrock, you could use something like a cake or something to replace these donuts with as well. So firstly, for our menu boards, let's just add these donuts in. So let's add a nice glazed one there. Let's get ourselves a nice Oreo one. Let's have a pink one. Let's have a jelly one. Let's have a chocolate one. Let's go. And let's have a blood donut there as well. And that'll give us some nice menu boards just there. And then just coming to the back of the counter, I'm going to place some more donuts on top of these cauldrons. And that'll create a nice display for where the donuts can be shown. And then once the donut display has been done, I'm also going to fill up this shelf with some more donuts. So firstly, starting with our glazed donut here, I'm going to place one just here. But then I think it looks better if I rotate it around so you can see the front. I think that just looks a little bit better. So I'm just going to do this for each of the donuts. And then finally, just using some more of these custom heads, I'm then going to scatter some donuts around these shops. So let's add a nice chocolate one there. Let's add a glazed one just here. Let's add a pink one there. Let's add a jelly one there. And let's add a blood one just there. And then by doing this, we are now in donut heaven. But with all of the donuts placed in the shop, that is our Dunkin Donuts all complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Dunkin Donuts tutorial. And as always, if you did enjoy, please smash that like button, as it does help me out, and I'd really appreciate that. And also, if you want to join a building community, I've got my Discord link below if you want to join us. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and have a good day.